pantalan, nakita ko, pinaupo sila. Parang, you know, as I said, our job is to, I'm now addressing the body. But that is really intended for all. Most of the mga probinsyano natatakot na magpunta ng airport. Hindi kasi hindi alam kung anong gawin. So, itong airport police, saluin nila, then i-check in ninyo, tulungan ninyo, at hanapan ninyo ng upuan. This Naya, I have not been there for some time. Itong Naya, yung ginagamit ng Cebu Pacific, yun ba yun po? Dati pa rin. Yeah, yung ginagamit noon, yun pa ba rin yun? Yung sumasakay ako. Alam mo, I'd like to call the attention of Secretary Tugadi. Art, alam mo yung airport na yan, kung sino nag-design na yan, gago. Bihin mo sa kanya, walang upuan. Ilan lang ang upuan pagka ang mga flights nagpatong, yung iba nakatindig sa, and what's really worse is that merong restaurant dyan sa labas na malaki. Paalisin mo yung restaurant, lagyan mo ng upuan, kasi yung iba merong mga bata, buntis, walang upuan. Sino mabuti na sabi ko, finally, I was once upon a time a mayor and I used to use that exit there, egress going home. Makita mo, walang upuan. Kukunti ang upuan. Tapos pag na-delayed ang flight, putang ina, wala na. Tindigan na lahat. Sa labas may mga restaurant, ang lalayo ng table. Ilan lang man ang gumagamit. Yung may pera lang. May mga on the side, sa tabi-tabi, meron yung mga hamburger. Do not take your dinner there. Hamburger na lang kayo at magpupo kayo dyan sa buwan. O punuin ninyo yung upuan hanggang doon sa dulo ng departure. Kung wala there's no other space, hanggang doon sa departure, yung arrival. Kawawa yung tao. This is a classic case of government. And I must admit, inabot ko ang problema. O di, kasali ako. I'm not washing my hands. This is a failure of government neglect or simply not using. Kasi sino ang gumawa niyan? Maglakad ka pa. It's about 1 kilometer actually. If you make the right turn, if the flights for domestic ata is right, pagpasok mo. 1 kilometro yan. Art, lagyan mo ng silya lahat yan. Yung restaurant dyan, kung ma-terminate mo contracts, terminate them because I need them to seat the passengers waiting. Nandyan lahat eh. Ang pal nga, sa punong-puno, maraming tumitindig. The whole of the Naya 2, yung Naya 1, luma, yung 2, so, ganito na lang. Wala na masyadong gumagamit ng Naya 1. Doon mo na lang pahintayin yung iba. O they can check in there. Tapos, may sakyan man niya. Doon lang sila, when the flight is called for the departure, dalhin na lang sila ng mga RTO provide the bus. Kasi I do not think that we are really in parity of the needs. Not in parity with, in parity of the needs. Ang services must be in parity of the needs of the people. Yan ang ano ka dyan. 1 kilometro yan. Pagpasok mo. Kung maglakad ka, then may mga restaurant. Ilan lang yan. Yung mga fruit stand, pwede rin. Kung papayag ang quarantine na opisina. So, yun. It has been bothering me the whole night. So, yun ang ano ko. Butit na alaala ko. Let's go back to this COVID. Saan na ba tayo? Magdating tayo nito sa province. Saan na ba tayo doon sa putang inang COVID na to? Cebu. Oo, mga Cebuano, ayaw mo kasuko na ako. Ako gatrabaho lang, ginabadlong tamo ni Adto. Suberbiyo mo eh. Dili tanan. Pero, naagid sa inyo, tatalisay. Surte mo kayo. Ako yung na mayor talisay. Bukbuk tanan. Tangina, ipresa. Kanang presuhan sa talisay, isulod tamo tanan diha. Dili mo mutuo eh. Itong Pilipinas, mahirapan tayong magalaw. Simple, kasi walang sumusunod. Ngayon may announcement si Secretary Duque. Sir, you can go ahead.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Mr. President. At ang akin pong iuulat ngayon, Mr. President, ay ang batay po sa rekomendasyon ng IATF at sinang-ayunan po ng ating Chief Overseer ng Pandemic COVID-19 Outbreak Response sa Cebu City, si Secretary Roy Simatu, ay ang Cebu City ay mananatili po siya sa ilalim ng Enhanced Community Quarantine. Ito po yung pinakamahigpit na klase ng ating pong community quarantine. At ang susunod naman po ang GCQ na may kaunting pagluwag sa mga maraming mga pinagbabawal, ang mga sumusunod na mga lugar, ang mga probinsya, ang mga highly urbanized cities and independent component cities, ang NCR, ang Benguet, ang Cavite, ang Rizal, Lapu-Lapu City, Mandaue City, Leyte, Ormoc, Southern Leyte, at sa loob naman po sa Cebu Province, ang mga sumusunod ay sumasailalim sa GCQ, Talisay City, Minglanilla, Consolacion. At matapos po dito, sa dako naman ng MGCQ, or Modified General Community Quarantine, ang mga sumusunod po ang sumasailalim sa pangatlong classification na ito. Sa CAR, or Cordillera Administrative Region, ang Abra, ang Baguio City, Ifugao, Kalinga. Sa Region 1, ang Ilocos Norte, La Union, Pangasinan. Sa Region 2 po, Cagayan, Isabela. Region 3, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Angeles City. Sa Region 4A naman po, ang Batangas, Laguna, Quezon, Lucena City. Ang Region 4B naman po, ang Palawan, Puerto Princesa City. Sa Region 5, nasasakupan po dito ang Albay, ang Camarines Norte, ang Camarines Sur, at Naga City. Sa Region 6 naman po ang Capiz, Iloilo, Iloilo City, Negros Occidental, Bacolod City. At sa Region 7, kasama po ang Cebu Province with the exception of the one city and two municipalities na akin pong kaninang binanggit. Kasama din po ang Bohol at Negros Oriental sa Region 8, Tacloban City, Western Samar. Sa Region 9, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Sur. Sa Region 10 po, ang Bukidnon, Misamis Occidental, Misamis Oriental, Cagayan de Oro. Sa Region 11 naman po, ang Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Davao City, and Davao de Oro. Sa Region 12 naman po ay Cotabato, South Cotabato. Region 13, Agusan del Norte, Butuan City. At sa BARM naman po ay ang Lanao del Sur at Maguindanao. At yung mga hindi ko po nabanggit ay sumasailalim na po sila ngayon sa tinatawag natin pong low risk modified general community quarantine classification or the rest of the Philippines. So ito lang po ang akin na unang bahagi po ng akin pag-uulat at ang susunod naman po ay patungkol naman sa atin pong COVID-19 updates. With your permission, Mr. President, ay tutuloy ko lang po yung ikalawang bahagi ng akin pong report. Yes, sir.
Before you go into it, may I be allowed to just make a repeat of the para ito yung ACQ, Enhanced Community Quarantine. Ito yung pinaka mataas kasi marami na ang taong may infection. And as a matter of fact, we know that the hospitals and everything, they are having a hard time coping up. Ang enhanced community quarantine, Cebu City. Kayo lang. Ang general community quarantine, this is di masyado, is the National Capital Region, Benguet, Cavite, Rizal, Lapu-Lapu City, Mandawi City, Leyte, Ormoc, Southern Leyte. Sa Cebu Province, Talisay City, Minglanilla, and Consolacion. Now, dito sa Modified General Community, ito yung stricto yung local system doon. I will read it from 1 to 14. Makinig kayo, ha? Sa Abra, Baguio, Ifugao, Kalinga. Region 1, Ilocos Norte, La Union, Pangasinan. Region 2, Cagayan, Isabela. Region 3, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, and Angeles City. Number 4, Region 4, Batangas, Laguna, Quezon, Lucena City. Region 4B, Palawan, Puerto Princesa City. Region 5, Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Naga City. Region 6, Capiz, Iloilo, Iloilo City, Negros Occidental, and Bacolod City. Ang Region 7 is Cebu Province, Bohol, pati Negros Oriental. Do not confuse dito Cebu. Yung isa, yung doon sa pinakadulo, pinakamataas, Cebu City. Malaki ang Cebu. Cebu City lang ang kasali. Nagsusolo siya. So, Tacloban, Zamboanga, Bukidnon, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Davao City, Davao de Oro. And Region 12 is Cotabato and South Cotabato. Region 13, which is really sa Caraga ito, Agusan del Norte at Butuan lang. Ang Sabarn, Lanao del Sur and Maguindanao. Ngayon, dito sa panghuli, yung Modified General Community Quarantine, that this applies for the rest of the country. O klaro, you can take.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Secretary Sani Dominguez is here to discuss with us how to open up the economy and balance our health and economic objectives.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The Philippines came in with a strong economic fundamentals to address the pandemic. Number one, our growth has been 6.6 on the average, 6.6% per year, on the average from 2016 to 2019. It was supposed to be an upper middle income country by this year, prior to COVID-19, but we won't make it. Low to stable inflation. The inflation from 2016 to 2019 has been about 3% on the average, which is exactly where we are predicting, where we wanted it. We were in a strong fiscal position. We had the highest revenue and lowest debt as a percentage of GDP. The the Build Infrastructure Program doubled as a share of GDP compared to the past 5 decades. We averaged 4.5% of GDP in 2019. On the average was only about 2% for 50 years of GDP. That's spending on infrastructure. We had the highest credit rating ever. We got BBB plus, and in one rating agency, the Japanese rating agency, we are actually A minus. We had the lowest unemployment of 5.3% and underemployment of 14.8% in January of 2020, and the lowest poverty incidence of 16.7% ever in the Philippines, starting on 2018. So you promised when you came into office that we would lift 6 million people out of poverty by 2022. We achieved that in 2018. Our poverty rate when you came in was 23.5%, and by 2018 it was 16.7%. And the dotted lines are what we were projecting. So we have to face the new reality. The reality today is that the virus is not going to go away, and we will have to live with it for a long period of time. So far, that's the story, Mr. President, and I really believe we really should begin opening. You know, you put NCR, Calabar zone, that is where the economy is based. About 60% or 67% of our economy is based on that area. That should move more to the MGCQ as quickly as possible because people have to start working. Of course, for me, if we should monitor it on maybe on a barangay level, and if you know the cases go up, just close it down. But do it on a place to place, and do it also on a company to company basis. So if the company has a big spike, close him down also.
Thank you, Sani. Salamat. So, Mga kababayan ko, we made this uh, program for you on a regular basis, explaining to you the wherewithals and all of how government is responding to the crisis and how it has also eaten up a lot of over money in the economy. So alam ninyo, dublado ito. Now, the only thing that can really prevent it is to stop COVID or minimize COVID. Huwag na lang sana na madagdagan. And the answer is really up to you. Kung gusto mo magkasakit, lumabas ka. I do not think that I would like the idea of you being picked up and detained for just going out when it is prohibited. It's just a matter of fancy, or if it is really an emergency, the law enforcement will understand it. Pero kayo mismo, simple lang ang hinihingi ng gobyerno. Kung maari lang, lalo na sa mga matatanda, huwag na ho kayo munang lumabas. Nakita namin na yung mga bata, there's a low rate of young people being infected. Maybe it has something to do with really the constitution of the body. Kagaya namin. Sa itong table na ito, wala na masyadong stable ito. Pag nadapuan kami niyan, finish, no more. So, wala na tayong program. Ibang format na naman kung saan. Pero hindi na ako. Ang hinihingi lang namin is buhayin mo sarili mo. At ikaw lang ang makagawa niyan. Buhayin mo ang sarili mo at huwag mong idamay ang mga kapwa tao mo. Because if you go out, there's a chance that you get the COVID and then infect somebody else. So, yan and then that is why it's called epidemic or pandemic. Kasi palipat-lipat, pasahan lang. Not really kung may ubo siya. Kung nakatabi kayo tapos asymptomatic siya, tapos you maybe catch the breath, the deep breath of your neighbor there, your seatmate, baka makuha mo. So, ang the best, lalo na sa mga tatanda, is stay home. Mga bata, stay home rin because you cannot afford the risk of getting sick. Alam mo, totoo lang, maniwala lang kayo sa gobyerno. Hindi na lang para sa amin. If you are really that sick in the mind, well, think of your fellow men. Huwag na lang ikaw, kasi baka ikaw pa ang maging career. So yan na lang, huwag na lang ikaw kung ayaw mo talaga. So yan, stay healthy, tapos avoid crowded places, observe the distance rule. Important, at least 1 meter. Wala na masyadong malapit. 1 meter would be, alam mo, medyo okay na. Kung hindi mo talaga, if you cannot go as far as possible, I think 1 meter away. Pag nag-ubo, tumalikod ka lang. Huwag kang lumapit o umalis ka kaagad. Because then the microbes would be flying in the air and you're bound to get it. May isa dito na madalas akong makatanggap ng complaint. You better shape up. But I'd like you to know that I am ordering now, because the CIDG is listening, and the NBI to investigate you, at ang BIR to look into your finances. Yung mga padala, nawawala, tapos yung pagdating, pinapalitan, wala ng laman. I am not condemning you now. I am not also insinuating that you are liable or guilty of doing it. It would depend greatly on what is the result of the investigation.
JNT po, sir. JNT.
JMP.
JNT, sir.
JMP.
T, sir. T. Tango, sir. JNT.
JMT. Itong GMT, yung nakita nyo sa TV, yung tinatapon nila yung waste na ng mga basag-basag dyan, mga spoiled or yung kinunan o pinalitan, baka, masyadong marami. Kaya mga Pilipino tuloy, pag magpadala gamitin GMT, trusting that itong mga bagay na ito darating, ang gumagamit para naman mga ganun, yung mahirap. May padala. It's not really one or two incidents na tinapon ninyo. Hindi masyado yung sa the handling of the cargo. It's the lost cargo or cargo na pinalitan ninyo. As a courier, a company registered as a courier, I would like to, because of the so many complaints, but I will close you down. Sigurado yan. Sasarahan talaga kita, whether you like it or not, after the CIDJ and the NBI would finish their investigation and would point a liability sa inyo. Siguraduhin lang ninyo. And yung lahat naman na may reklamo, go to the nearest, punta kayo sa police, hanapin ninyo yung merong opisina yan ng nakakalat yan. Police agency yan. Sabihin ninyo paturo kayo, then file the complaint there, ang inyong affidavit. At tapos tignan ko, if I'm satisfied na medyo may kalukuhan, sisirahan ko kayo. And I will file charges also. Yan lang siguro, mga kababayan ko. And I said I have brought out the things that are needed to be known today, and I will continue to call the attention of anyone or yung kompanya mo, if you are not in parity with what you say in public. Yung warranty mo sa public, yung courier na your cargo will arrive safe and sound. Better sabayan mo yan ng sabayan mo ng the standard of parity. Kung anong sabihin mo, yun. Kung hindi kayo kontento, magsumbong kayo. Now again, I would like to remind before I close, si General Anyo, to gather all na naghihintay ng na walang matulugan, walang matirahan, at nandyan sa labas ng NAIA or whatever sa airport, you will be transported to a place. I will pay. You just bill me. Pati pagkain. Hindi naman pagkain na ano, maghanap lang ng yung mga karinderya dyan kasi baka budget magreklamo. Huwag kayong magkain ng mahal-mahal kay hindi panahon na ano ito ngayon. We are in a crisis and let us keep our senses close to the ground. So, maraming salamat sa pagkinig ninyo and I'd like to thank the people here who spent almost so many hours just listening and giving you the proper advice. Salamat po.